I just got in from Dallas, so like I just walked in right now. I was planning. I figured I was gonna make this video like later today on Sunday, but I felt you know what, this is the best time to do it just right now. First off, that's one of the best atmospheres in college football and sports is the Texas State Fair on Texas OU weekend. One of the best parts of it is, you know, after the bands and stuff, is right before by the first kickoff of the game, both sides, you know, jump up and you have both players, you know, going nuts on each side. It's just a great atmosphere. There's always someone cheering after every play. It's excellent atmosphere. So that's great. So get over that crap. You know, with this ball game, as y'all know from my last video, I didn't have a whole lot of faith in Texas. You know, I didn't know what we were gonna get, and the first quarter, I pretty much got what I was dreading, which was OU being efficient as always, and Texas just struggling to get anything going. And you know, we scored, but it was a DJ Monroe, you know, 75-yard touchdown run. Like, that's awesome. Like, that's great. But when that's all you got, you're not doing much. So it was so, but this game was so frustrating. But at the end of the day, I would rather be frustrated and hurt by this loss like I am right now than to be indifferent and just mad, you know, because they didn't try. At no point, you know, last week what made me so mad about the UCLA game was that we just accepted defeat. It was like, okay, this is over. At no point today against the Oklahoma Sooners did this Texas Longhorn team ever admit defeat. At no point did they ever quit trying to win this game. Now, that being said, they played very stupid today. On three of OU's scoring drives, there was a penalty on a third down that Oklahoma didn't convert to extend the drive. One of those being a 3rd and 19 where Landry Jones throws an incomplete pass, but our freshman phenom, who's been great, Jackson Jeffcoat, does something stupid. I didn't really see it, but he did a personal foul after the play. 15 yards, 15 yards, automatic first down, and then DeMarco Murray, 2 plays later, is able to get that great run, you know, tiptoe the sidelines and get the flip into the end zone to really get the defining and the put-away score. At least it seemed that way. Texas fought back, though. You know, so it was so frustrating because I watched this team today. You know, just think about the defense. You know, the first drive that Oklahoma had, like, we were stuffing them. They couldn't do anything those first few plays. And then, I don't know what we did. We did some kind of penalty, either offsides, you know, pass interference. I can't remember all the penalties we had today. And, give the ball back to Oklahoma. Well, one of the things that OU did, you know, we can harp on penalties, we do these penalties. What OU did, though, was they capitalized. Texas didn't get a lot of breaks this game. And Oklahoma made sure they capitalized on the breaks that they got, which were the penalties. It was mainly penalties because neither team really turned the ball over. Texas had 1 turnover. That was a Garrett Gilbert bomb pass at the end of the first half. That didn't really count. And, you know, Oklahoma, but the thing is, OU, we hit there at a critical juncture of the game in OU's territory. We hit Landry Jones, fumbles the ball, we jump on it. It's like the tide's going to turn. We were offsides. It was so frustrating, and the fact that we still had a chance there at the end, it's so frustrating. You know, and there at the end, you know, and also I saw this. You know, some people were posting and sending me messages about this. I didn't think, because everyone in the stadium agreed with the coaches, and I think everyone on Oklahoma side agreed too, that, and I just want to get this out. You know that when you score a touchdown, you can get 8 points, right? Because you can go for 2. I thought the coach staff did a great job there. When we were down by 11 and it's 4th down at the 10-yard line, you kick the field goal because you have to get 2 scores, and that's one of them. You go for it on 4th down right there, ball game's over if you don't get it. You know, so you don't want to have that do or die moment unless you have to have it. So I thought the coach made a great decision right there to kick the field goal. And I thought the fake onside kick was excellent. Kick it over their heads. It would have been great if it hit the 1 yard line, but it did roll in the end zone. But no time came off the clock, and we had our chance at the end. And Aaron Williams just muffed the punt. He muffed it. And the thing is, and it sucks that Aaron did it because Aaron, he's a guy I was high on before the season started, and Aaron played so good today. The guys, it was such a team. It was a team effort of playing well and a team effort of just screwing it up. And you can't do that against Oklahoma. Even though OU, some of these past few games didn't look great. It's a team who's been winning off of other teams' mistakes. That's what good teams do. Good teams don't let you get away with that. And Oklahoma did not let us get away with that stuff. We'll talk about Garrett Gilbert. I thought Garrett Gilbert grew up today. Garrett Gilbert now, I am back on this guy's good right for Texas. The first half was terrible, and a lot of that was the play calling. I know Greg Davis and all that junk. But we were so conservative. We were so like, I don't get it. It's like, let's do a screen here. Let's run to the side here. Let's dump it off here. When we needed it, when it was time, you know what? Let's go 5 wide, and let's try to just get down the field. Garrett Gilbert was doing it, man. He was taking care of business. Is he Colt McCoy? No. And guys, I don't want to see that down there talking about like, oh, he's no Colt McCoy. Look, we have been spoiled at Texas. When we have Vince Young and Colt McCoy, you can't expect the next guy to fill those shoes right like that. But you need to be able to be discerning with your eyes and to see that this guy is making progress. And I saw on the sidelines today something I hadn't really seen from Gilbert. Gilbert's a very docile, very low-key guy. Dude was fired up today. I love that, man. I was pumped to see him like that. And the team, man, just really, it's that atmosphere of that place, man. And I hope they bring that for the rest of this season because we're going to need it because we need a lot of help. But, to compliment Oklahoma, Landry Jones played within himself today. Landry Jones did not make any he made one mistake, and it almost cost him, but, they got back on the ball because we didn't scoop it there at the end. We're 28-20. They're trying to run time, trying to get a first down. If they do that, it's over. They drop back for a pass. I think he fumbles the ball, and we tried to, Norton tried to pick it up. And I know he wanted to scoop and score, and I would love to see that, but you got to just jump on that ball. But I think it was Murray who came, DeMarco Murray had a great game today. Jumps on the ball, they keep possession, which ended up leading to the punt where Aaron Williams muffs it and ends the game. To see what that game started off as and for it to end like that, of course it's depressing, but that we had a shot there. That it came down to that one possession. Texas fought today. Texas really fought today. Was I really expecting a win? No, I wasn't. But like I said, if we didn't win what I wanted to see, I wanted to come out of there, say that this team still had some kind of fight and heart in themselves, and they did. Every single one of them. Now, does that mean they play? They definitely didn't play mistake-free football today because the defense. Really, I felt the offense, especially in the second half. It was the offense was doing their job. It was the defense. I know they held them to one touchdown, Oklahoma, but they held Oklahoma to one touchdown in the second half. But the defense would do a great job of trying to corral DeMarco Murray as best they could. To get to the wideouts as quick as they could, and then do some stupid penalty and give OU a first down. You can't give OU a first down. OU is all about rhythm. OU is all about tempo. And almost every single touchdown they had was about them just, boom, got a first down, and they're running the line, and they're going to set up, and they're going to run another play. We had guys, I know on their first touchdown, we had guys, we didn't know where we were. We were like, okay, wait, am I lined up here? Am I in the A gap, the B gap? Boom, touchdown. That's what they did. And you can't let them, boom, 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 boom. You can't give them a chance. And we did that tonight. And also I'd like to say to a certain, apparently I don't know how to eat crow. Apparently I don't know how to give another team props. But I will say this, especially to a certain Alabama fan who doesn't make videos anymore, but apparently likes to troll on my videos. Oklahoma was the better team today. Oklahoma beat Texas and deserved the win more than Texas did. I guess that's going to do. I guess that's what they want. I don't know. But Alabama fans still have a stick in their butt up about last year with Colt McCoy. Just take your championship. And you guys are good this year. Y'all killing people. Sorry, I got a cough. I was yelling a lot at the game. So I mean, you know, like I said, I'm happy I went. You know, it's my senior year. What's Texas going to do the rest of this year? I don't know. You know, are we gonna? No, we're not going to the Big 12. No, we're not. But I don't think we're going to suck. I really don't. And you know, 2 weeks we got Nebraska after a bye week. No, I'm not going to get on here and be like the vibrato, like, oh, we're going to kill Nebraska, you know, because we played hard in this game. You know, watch out, Huskers. No, I don't know. Can we win that game? Yeah, I think what Texas is right now, Texas is one of those teams that, yes, any given Saturday they can win, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be the favorite and should win. You know, but hey, congrats to Oklahoma. Congrats Oni Kuno and Jay Shocks and all the other Sooner fans. You know, Nick and Matt, or Duke Bothers and Sooner Son too. You guys, I did sing. I want to apologize. I don't think I'm going to post it. I think Oni Kuno and Jay Shocks, they'll do some editing and stuff. They'll post their stuff. I did the Oklahoma chant thing. I totally messed it up. I had to get Kuno to do it with me because I didn't know what was going on. So it sounds like crap, but I did it out there at the fair. You know, I'd own up to it. You know, we set this wager and the Horns lost, but they went down fighting. And of all the junk that they pulled today, and I can walk away with this one proud that I was there supporting the Longhorns. I wasn't proud of the Longhorns last week against UCLA. That was the worst I've ever seen the Longhorns play. Not because they got beat bad, because they quit. They didn't quit today. They didn't play good. You know, they played mistakes, but played hard. And you know what? When you see a team, when you're rebuilding, got a young team, that's all you can really ask for. So I'm trying to be reasonable here. So hook 'em horns and Texas fight. I'm proud of you guys. You didn't get the job done, you know, but I think most of Longhorn Nation is pleased with the effort, and we'll take that any day. Though we do want some W's too, but we're realistic too. So hook 'em, guys.